are you open for missions, for deployment missions? I said no. Because I went to many countries. Afghanistan, Iraq, Africa, a lot of countries. And then he laughed because he know about my grandfather's story. He said, are you sure? I said, yeah, I'm sure. If you point me, I will try to find reasons not to go, but if not, I will go, but then you know my motivation is. He said, and if it is Korea, what then? Korea? I have my passport here. I can go now. So my adventure in Korea started. If my grandfather was an American citizen, they made maybe 10 movies about him. He's born in 1928. And he was the second son of a First World War veteran. And he passed away when he was 55 years old. Yeah, and that was in 1950. The same year, my grandfather's first wife passed also away. My grandfather's only child, a boy, also passed away. In 5 months, 3 persons died. So my grandfather he didn't want to live anymore. And then he heard at the radio that the Turkish government made a decision to create a volunteer brigade to send them to Korea. When he heard that, he said to his friends, let's go to Korea. He didn't want to live anymore. And he said, if I go there, and he explained me that after 60 years, for the first time to me when I came back from Afghanistan. He said, if I go there, I die, then my mother will receive a salary. His sisters were small, his brother was small. He had one elder brother, he was working as a barber, but it was not too much money because the family was big. So that was his motivation. And he was looking for an opportunity to die as soon as possible in Korea. They were looking for volunteers, extra volunteers. The task was, you have to go so close as possible to the enemy line. Plastic, one big plastic, maybe 100 by 50 meters square, I don't know, very big, but so big that the pilots can see it in the air. So when the pilots see it, okay, there's the enemy line, and then they bomb the whole area. The whole area. But if you go on that mission, one, you be killed because of your own bombs. You don't have time to run away, or you be captured by the enemy, or you get lost in the forest. So my guy, that's the mission. Yes. So you take it. Yeah, me too. So I'm sign me also. If you know about the battlefields of the first Turkish brigade in Gunuri, it's in North Korea. Now they were surrounded by 60,000 Chinese Communist army. 60,000. The Turkish brigade was 4,500. They fight 4 days, day and night. And at that time, the headquarters of the UNC, a part of the UNC was in Japan. So the radio of UNC in Japan, they broadcasted that also the Turkish brigade was destroyed. But nobody knew that at the same time they were fighting man to man against the Chinese. The stressful moment was for the families in Turkey. You don't have social media, so for example, this is in title of the newspaper at that time. It says our unit is surrendered in Wawon, that's in North Korea, in Wawon by the Reds. They mean the communists, by the Reds, and they're fighting man to man. Okay, let's see if I'm a family. It's my father went there, my brother. Okay, then I have to wait the next day for the newspaper. I don't know what happened the whole day. They couldn't sleep the whole night. They were waiting for the next day, and then the next day it says our unit are fighting with the enemy. They are 5 times more. But what is the result? Nobody knows. Waiting the next day. I mean, it was extremely stressful for the families in Turkey. Very stressful. They have to wait every day, the next day. And then after that, I mean, the title says, yeah, victory, they win, they pull back. But when I asked my grandfather, he said, yes, that's right. Everybody was surprised because everybody thought they all died. But our unit received medals and celebrations, and people from the government came, from the Korean government, the US soldiers, the generals came, but we were not happy because 240 of our comrades died in 4 days. My best friend is still there in North Korea. I was wounded, everybody was wounded. Everybody was wounded. The situation of the Korean people during the war, he changed his mind. He doesn't want to die anymore. Yeah. Especially when he saw the woman, the bad conditions of the woman, the children, especially the children. Children are very holy for the Turkish culture, very holy, and because they are innocent. They were very, very sorry about the children, extremely. And I mean, adults, they can make decisions, bad decisions, and you can blame them or not. But children, they are innocent. And the biggest victims of every war conflict, it doesn't matter if it is the Korean War, or the war in Ukraine, or the war in Gaza, or the war in Africa, it doesn't matter. It doesn't, religion, background, it doesn't matter. The children are always the biggest victims. It's not the soldiers, it's not the adults, it's the children. So my grandfather said also, it was very terrible, he said. It was very terrible. And they were very sorry. And they were so sorry when they saw the conditions of the people, looking food in the trash and very bad things. They couldn't eat. So every food packet what they received from the Americans, they left it at the train station for the Korean people. He said when we couldn't eat this, it didn't go from our throat to our stomach. It couldn't go. So we left everything. Yeah. And so they just want to take revenge. So people who are the reason for this situation, we'll get them. That was the idea. So after that, he wants to live and not to die anymore. The children, there are a lot of pictures of soldiers with children, because just I explained, children are very holy, very important in Turkey. Yeah, this is the Turkish culture. Yeah, and so every time when they saw children in the field, they bring it to the barracks, but it was not allowed. Because every country, the other countries said, "What are you doing? Maybe they are spies." That's right. Sometimes they are collecting information, looking, search, and then running away, going to the guerrillas, and then sharing the information. But the Turks said, "We know it, we understand it, but we will take the risk." When it became 1, 2, 3, more than 10 children, then it became a big problem. A security issue. So that was the reason why the Turkish brigade said, okay, then we have to open an orphan school. That was the reason why the orphan school Ankara is opened. My grandfather's amulet.
I heard about this amulet.
Yeah.
He gave you to go
yes.
to
Afghanistan. Yes, he gave it to me. He gave this amulet to me when I went to Afghanistan. So my parents said, before I go to Afghanistan, ask the amulet of your grandfather, because he received it from his father, from the First World War. Okay, I asked my grandfather. He said, okay, I will give it to you. And he said, I put it also on my left side, so you can do it also. I said, when did you wear it? Every time when we went to the field, I had also it with me. Okay, I did also in Afghanistan, every time. And he said to me, my father came back after 10 years, back to home. I came back, you also coming back. It will protect you, he said. I didn't know that the cover of his amulet, the cover, the red one, is made by the Suwan Children's School. I didn't know. His veteran friend told me. As a gift to the Turkish soldiers. They made a cover. Important thing is, this was witness. Everything what I told you now, this was witness. It's how Kunuri, Kumyanjangni, Busan, it's how Yemen, it's how everything. Afghanistan, everything.
어깨를 이렇게 다.
Yes.
와. 와.
So the funny point is, after 75 years, it came back to Korea.
75년 되었네요.
Why did you decide to meet him?
Oh, the reason is very simple. I had to accomplish my mission. My mission was, once upon a time, we made a decision with my grandfather to came here to visit all locations, but he passed away. But the mission continues. That's why.